If you're into XRP, you've got to watch this video. Because honestly, guys, so many crazy, exciting things are coming up. And I'm not even talking about the lawsuit. Does I kind of consider that to be over by now? I'm not sure if you guys agree with me, but I think right now, it's time to look a little bit further than that. Stop talking about this corrupt SEC, about their stupid ways of doing things. Put that all behind us. The proper party for Ripple came in to basically showcase this phase is now over. Even though the SEC can appeal, even though the lawsuit from Brad and Chris Larson's perspective is still ongoing, screw them because they don't decide anymore. So let's talk about some things that are really happening that over the longer term will really set the stage for XRP. Ripple's XRP primed, or Ledger primed, for a massive upgrade that could lift the XRP price. Here's everything you need to know. And what they're talking about is something that's, generally speaking, been overlooked. The XRPL infrastructure overhaul, building a sustainable ecosystem. Today we introduce you a planned infrastructure overhaul. This isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a strategic move to reshape the very foundation of the XRP ledger, ensuring a sustainable, efficient, and inclusive future for all participants. And it says right here, infrastructure management within blockchains is a complex web of challenges beyond mere technicalities. Yet the current infrastructure, while advanced, often grapples with flexibility and efficiency issues, failing to motivate and yield profitable outcomes for infrastructure hosts as it lacks the incentive to contribute. To which I have to say, one of the core creators of the XRP ledger, 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗏, said the best incentive for all this is no incentive, but recently that outlook has changed. Moreover, the XRP ledger, bolstered by its native DEX, is a consensus network that requires immense storage capacity for some use cases, which is a paradox, especially given the swift 4-second ledger close time demonstrating its efficiency. And so they're offering a new solution, a new dawn. We envision an ecosystem where businesses can scale, individuals are rewarded for their contributions, and the entire community thrives sustainably. A more rewarding approach to infrastructure will result in faster local node connections, ensuring swift and reliable access to real-time transaction information and an overall enhanced user experience. By designing, writing, and subsequently donating both the code and IOP of the new software to power the XRPL cluster to the XRP Ledger Foundation, we're paving the way for all users, from businesses to individual contributors, to operate, profit from, and leverage their private infrastructure. This allows everyone to mix and match consuming reliable public infra, using their resources and offering resources to public infrastructure. This is, without a doubt, the most monumental upgrade to the XRP Ledger infrastructure since its inception, marking a pivotal moment in our pursuit of a healthier, sustainable XRP ledger, stated 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗏, founder of XRPL Labs. And so the idea is here that you can contribute and basically take, so from both sides, without it actually costing you. Through the infrastructure revamp, we're introducing a paradigm shift. Instead of relying on third-party hosting sites where only a few make a profit, we're rebuilding the XRPL cluster software from the ground up. Because historically, the lack of monetization was a very, very big deterrent, and all the reasons to own one didn't really make sense. And right now, they've basically set up a new structure with some limits, where if you cross them, for example, you're making a whole big NFT platform, you're supposed to, contribute some as well. At the same time, of course, because that is pretty cool, and lots of people are talking about it right now, about things that are, changing in all this. Hubert said, public announcement 2 weeks ago, Daniel WWF and Joel Katz and me issued a secret amendment on the XRP Ledger, which was approved today. Don't know about that, but we do know about something which is being discussed as we speak, automated market makers for the XRP Ledger and the clawback. And what I've got to say about that is just that, realistically, the focus over the past few months has just completely been on everything to do with the lawsuit, everything to do with, can the price pump because of that, this. But now that it's over, people have a hard time getting back into understanding that it's not only the banking partnerships, it's not only what Ripple does that makes the XRP Ledger great, it's also the community, it's also the independent developers, and most importantly, it's also just the technology outside of Ripple's control that's now already been built. Basically, this system that we've got is something pretty solid, and I thought it was just a good idea to get you guys in on the excitement again, to realize that for one prize move, I just saw this article which I think is stupid, it was posted 2 minutes ago, but for one move towards like $25, something like that, fundamentals don't really matter as much. So we don't need some crazy paradigm shift. We don't need newer technology. I believe it could already just happen on its own in a massive bull run. Like I've explained earlier, because XRP should have hit like $10, $12 last bull run, when Bitcoin also went 3.5 times as high as its 2017 all-time high. It says now I believe Bitcoin will at least double. XRP to $20, $25 is not even that crazy. But if we're talking about these crazy heights that can't just be achieved by a lawsuit victory or a little shift on those departments, here is Brian Armstrong saying Ripple and XRP victory is an important fact in the Coinbase's case. That's cool and all, but that's not what causes XRP to really hit those crazy heights which some people are waiting for. If you really want to change the entire game, your system has got to be built properly. And I can sit here discussing about how high I think the XRP price can go, but the bigger question is, based on what will XRP really hit these heights? I'm not talking about, again, the foreseeable future for the $10, $20, $30 XRPs. I'm talking about if we look a decade from now, what will really bring that price increase? And I'm saying it's going to be, for the most part, the massive partnerships, the massive increase in crypto adoption, but for the most part, just better technology than the rest of the competition. Ripple has been halted, and I'm going to say a lot of the XRP ledger's progress has been halted because of the SEC's pressure, leading a lot of companies to not want to build on top of and not work with the XRP ledger and with Ripple. But now that the lawsuit is gone, I personally think we're going to be seeing a lot of crazy announcements in terms of partnerships, but also in terms of infrastructure changes now that everything is fine again with the regulators. And a lot of other cryptos are still going to have that battle as time progresses. And I mean, guys, I like all these riddlers. I think people are sometimes pretty funny with the way they put up their stuff, but I don't think that this is coming from insiders. I don't think it makes any sense. I don't think people should be following all this stuff. Then again, 𝗕𝗏𝗲𝗏 pointed out something pretty nice. Take a look at this announcement right here. Business impact powered by crypto and blockchain. Have you guys also been able to see through the lines? It actually spells out IPO, which could actually be pretty huge for Ripple. I didn't even think about that. And here, TPP. Well, if we take a good look, Trans-Pacific Partnership. Yeah. Anyway, I will also say on the sidelines that there are many other cryptos that I think will do exceedingly well over the next couple of years. But I just wanted to note upon the fact that the XRP ledger is still upgrading. It's still doing crazy things. It's still changing. It's not as if technology is sitting still and everything that matters only is partnerships and the lawsuit, for example. No. The way they're building things actually does matter. It's just not been in the spotlight for a very long time. Before though, so a while back, a couple years ago, because the lawsuit's been ongoing for a while, it used to matter a lot more, and I think soon enough, people will realize, most likely after the next bull run, that hype is a small part of what really makes a crypto project. You think the CBDC companies that are setting them up really look at hype? No, they look at which company has the best fundamentals for me to build on or build with. And the same thing goes for a lot of these behemoths that are not just looking for a quick buck, but are looking for sustainable longevity in their growth, basically. They're gonna look at the fundamentals, they're gonna look at the principles, and that's why I think XRP Ledger doing some crazy stuff in terms of upgrades is way bigger than many people are looking out for, or than many people are giving it credit for. And I'll also say one more thing. Guys, please stop thinking with your hype tingly senses too much and start thinking long term. I understand these quick gains are what a lot of people are here for, but a glitch in the XRP price, whenever you see something like this, it's never really real. If it's a glitch, then what does it matter? And if it's a real crazy price movement, it was most likely a fault of the exchange or the market maker or the provider, basically, and not from Ripple's side, not from the XRP ledger. And I personally think you should see more as a bad thing than a good thing. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that we are thinking this is going to take over the entire financial system. Would you think it's a smart idea to have the price be able to just run wild at points and just go, 20,000 times the normal price? That would be very bad for a robust system that all the companies would have to run on, or all the money would have to run on, if you guys kind of get my drift there. And before I end the video off, here's a funny video about some coffee making. That's it.